Hey there, everybody. This is Ira, and I am looking fancy. So welcome back, everyone, to my Mystical Misadventures Patron server, where I've been playing a bit here and there, every now and then, when I can. Still having pretty serious the issues with the wrist and all that, so I'm not playing very much, and I'm actually, right now, I have to wear like a splint on my wrist, so, oh my goodness. Sorry about that, folks. There's explosions happening. What's going on? Oh, I have so much to show you guys. Yeah, so I have to wear a splint on my wrist, so if the mouse movement seems a bit awkward, that's the reason why it is a bit awkward. I'm doing my best, my friends. I'm doing my best. So, this is my Botania room. This is where I spend most of my time at the moment. And I've put in, I don't remember exactly what the place looked like last time. I don't think I had the drawers yet. So I've got these drawers, tons of gold, a decent amount of iron. I used my earth rune to make this awesome eye, this third eye, which just looks so cool. I love it. I think it looks awesome. But that's actually, oh, it was just working there. So if you see through the wall, basically it makes any mobs near me glow, so that I can see them through walls and everything, which is really, really useful, especially for roguelike dungeons and stuff like that. So I've got my chests here, got my valuables, and mob drops and stuff like that. Here's the Botania stuff, here's some building blocks, and here's some kind of nature stuff. I've got a whole ton of sticks. I've got more sticks than I'll ever need. Actually, while I'm here, I need my obsidian. I think that's going to be enough. You also notice I got 5 blank casts and 3 knife blades. Oh, what's going on, you guys? What could I possibly be doing? Let me show you what I got set up. First of all, I used this mod over here, the Ancient Warfare mod, to research some stuff, and you can make very, very simple chunk loaders, I believe. They're just called Simple Chunk Loader. Yeah, there we go. And they are really simple indeed. You just have to research mathematics through this mod, and then you can make those. Very handy, very handy. I use Botania to make some Infused Grass, which I think looks really nice. This, for some reason, pops off the pitcher plant from the Infused Grass, so I had to block it off with its own little block of dirt. Got a little bit of sugarcane growing, some drawers with these things. Just you know, little bits and pieces. I got my two golden chickens laying their gold. Every now and then I just manually transfer those over to the drawers. This right here is a random shrub. I did not find this. I have to give credit where it's due. Jar Jam found this, but he did not have a pick that could mine obsidian. If you see one of these in the wild, folks, don't break it, because you won't get it. You have to break the block underneath it with, and it's always obsidian. They grow in obsidian, and unlike the other ore shrubs, these need light. They can't grow in darkness, so you have to put a torch over them and stick them on obsidian. They grow real slow, but then now and then they give you these random berries, which are super useful for making these. You can make little loot bags, which is really cool, actually. I really like that. Found some more books up here in my bookcase. I need to actually make use of some of these. My Lexica Botania. You will notice my Botania setup has improved somewhat. I'm sorry for the explosions. I don't know exactly what I would have to turn down in the volume to make that quieter. So hopefully it's not killing you guys. So this thing's going. I discovered that the coal was in fact jumping out of this little area and not landing back in the button, which is why this system was breaking sometimes. So I've fixed that by just putting a lid on there, and that still works. These things still use it up faster than producing it, even though I have 2 of these now instead of just 1 hopping bonsai pot. The leaves are the only things that I don't have a use for, and apparently the munch dew wouldn't help me because you have to place the leaves before the munch dew will eat them, and that just sounds too complicated. So I'm just manually taking them out now and then throwing them in here because I just don't know what else to do with them. I do plan on expanding over here and doubling my mana production, but I just need to get around to doing it. So here, what I have here, so I've got 1 graded hopper that takes the logs out, and if I ever come across a ton of oak, I can just toss that in the chest as well. It takes it through this setup I think I had before. They go in here, and then they go in here, and then they loop back and fuel this, and also they come into here, and go through these hopper ducts into here, into the dropper, which is now out. It's all out, all done. And I threw a button on the side here, so that will let me kickstart this now. So whenever, because it does run out, and I'll go off and do stuff. These are now chunk loaded, so this will fill up gradually, just all the time, day and night. And then, hey, stop exploding. I'll show you guys that in a minute. Some of you might know what it is, but... so this will just gradually fill up with charcoal, and then when I log on, I just push the button and I start the process. I'm sure I could do it in a more efficient way, but this is the way I've got it so far. And then I have this one, which pulls out the sticks and the saplings, which are both flammable, and they just drop straight through an open crate. I think what I may do, actually, instead of this, is I may replace all of this with just throwing it into the open crate. So just turn it into the charcoal and then just have it fall straight out, because this doesn't produce so quickly that I really need this setup. This setup is useful for if you're producing more than the endoflames can consume. So I'll probably do that soon when I'm feeling up to it. You may have noticed my portal to Alfheim. My elven gateway, which I used to make my beautiful armor. This is Elementium armor, this is Elementium ingots. What am I doing with those? Well, we'll see. These mana pools just stay topped up all the time by these mana spreaders pulling from here. And this mana splitter is targeted by this mana spreader, which is only connected to the two middle ones here. Those two are connected to this one. I manually did that. And that's just going evenly into all 4 pools, which is enough to keep the portal open. That's all I really need that for at the moment. Then these 2 elven mana spreaders, which are much faster and more effective, are each hooked up to half of those. And they're going straight into this mana pool, and you can see sticking out is another elven mana spreader underneath. And then we come down here, and we have this very cool room right here that I love so much. Oh my god, isn't this awesome? Isn't this awesome, you guys? So this one right here is connected to the one above it. That's going into this mana pool, which is going into this orchid. This was something I was so excited to get. The orchid in a surprisingly large range, basically the size of this room and several blocks below, it will randomly change the stone into ores. Based on the frequency is based on the frequency of them being generated in the overworld. So I don't see any diamond yet. But what I've been doing is I've just been letting this run all the time, and then I've been kind of popping down here every now and then to check it out. There's a few that I've taken out because I needed them. Mostly I just wanted to let it go. Oh, there's a weird visual glitch that happens sometimes. It seems to be related to the mana spreaders. I don't know what it is. Sometimes I get like this bar on the left side of my screen. Tell me you see it, guys. Tell me I'm not crazy. But yeah, I let this fill up because I just thought it would be so cool to show you guys this. But now that you guys are here, I think I am gonna go ahead and just mine all this stuff out. I just want to see what's underneath, because like there's so much that I can't even see. Let's see how much I've managed to build up. Whoa! But yeah, it does create this very loud explosion sound every time it transforms. Ooh, we got some emeralds there. I probably should get a pick with. Was it looting? No, not looting. Looting is for weapons. What's the enchantment for when you can mine more ores? I don't know. But as you can see, coal is the most common, followed by iron, which is nice because iron is not that common on the in the actual world here. And we've got silver. We've got nickel. Oh. I was looking for nickel earlier. It's alright, we've got it now. More coal, more iron. Look at this, you guys. And actually, the iron, it turns out, is far more valuable as ore than it would be smelted. So I'm not going to be smelting the iron, folks. Not doing it. Oh, I'm going to have to... You know what I can do? I can just do one of these. I'm not going to mine out everything right now, guys. I just wanted to kind of poke around. We can get the rock crystal ore from Astral Sorcery. Basically, you get the idea. I will come through here later. Now that I've shown this off, and I think it looks really cool, I will actually let's just do a little. Maybe this will be my thumbnail or something. Look how cool that all is. I'm hoping that there's some diamonds in here. Diamonds are the thing that I now need the most and are the rarest for me. Let's throw all my ores in here. Emeralds in there, silver ore, tin ore. Coal is relatively valuable because it doesn't actually spawn that much. And certain things require coal rather than charcoal, so I've been saving that. Just throw those in there for now. Got all the Astral Sorcery stuff. I'll take the amber and the quartz, actually. Those I'll take to the gems base, which is where I'm going now. I think that's all I have to show you here. I've got my Terrorblade. This thing is awesome. So awesome, because that missile that it shoots does just as much damage as a melee attack. So I can just kill enemies from afar. I killed my first dragon, you guys. I don't know if you noticed. I haven't told anyone yet. It dropped an egg. It dropped an egg. I got a dragon egg. I'm not going to hatch it yet. Because I'm not going to stay here, guys. This is meant to be a temporary base. And, I haven't been able to play that much. So hello, Enderman. Ender friend. I haven't been able to play that much, so I haven't made as much progress as I had hoped to. But I plan on building a base somewhere else. Let's, I don't know if I showed you guys the nether last time. Right there. Right there. Actually, have an Enderman Farm now. I'll just very briefly show you, we had that bug where when you create a nether portal, it just takes you to the first nether portal that was created on the server. So me and Jam had to do some math and figure out where to place our portal and then build it manually here. The other portal is just over there, actually, or just over there. It's not that far away. But as you'll see, we've got another fortress here, and up there is a blaze spawner. So I've just, we've got a blaze farm right here. Just go up there, and I made a little spiral staircase in there, and then you go out, and that's cool. I'm not going to hang out here, especially since my wrist is all splinted up. Very, very difficult to fight and defend yourself, and you can't use your wrist very well. So, that's that. Now I'm going to head over to Jar of Jam's base, and I'll meet you guys there. Actually, before we head over to Jam's base, I just wanted to take a little look around Spawn Town. Spawn Town has been growing. People have been putting up shops, which makes me very happy. I want to reiterate, by the way, I made the rule, please don't destroy things at spawn. But what I meant by that was don't destroy stuff that's been built or that is there with a purpose. If you want to, there's not a lot of space right over here for shops. But I built my shop right over here. I'll show you guys that in a minute. There's a little space there. There's this island over here. And if you need to flatten out a hill or something like that to build a shop, please go ahead, you guys. Have at it. And you don't have to stay just over here. Anywhere right around Spawn Town is fine for you to set up a shop. Oh my goodness, look at this. The sun's going down. Sun's going down. I think I've got a bed in my backpack. I do. I can just take a nap when that sun. Oh, it hit the horizon. We can sleep. Time to sleep. Oh, good night. There we go. Oh, look at that. Probably a cave down there as well. So, this is my shop. Everything iron. This is temporary, and I have big plans to change this up. So I've been selling the iron ore for diamonds. This has been cleaned out recently and restocked, so you're not going to see the sales. But I did actually make quite a few sales for somebody who was doing astral sorcery. And people can buy straight up iron with diamonds or with lapis. I haven't made a whole ton of sales of that. I think most people are kind of set on iron now. I think people have figured out ways to get iron. So I'm going to be changing this up and selling a lot more interesting things. And I'm going to be doing that with the Ancient Warfare Trader NPC, which lets you set up all kinds of trades and stuff. I've been figuring it out. I've been experimenting with it, figuring out how it works, and I'm really excited about that. I need to take some time and do that. Apparently Jar of Jam set up this little railroad card here. This is fine. I don't think too much has changed over in the player housing district, because people are making their bases, of course. So they're not spending a lot of time in the actual spawn town. We still got Paint Eagle Shop of the Wills here, where he's still selling Demonic Will. This is X-Student's shop. As you can see, X-Student he's got all the things. And he's selling them. I mean, good for him. But, don't turn into a Walmart there, friend. Sometimes I feel like, there are the players who are like the hardcore players who just do all the progression really fast, and they set up automated things, and they find ways to get all the stuff real fast, and then they have everything. You can't sell anything to X-Student because he doesn't need anything. He's got everything that he could possibly need, and so he can kind of monopolize the shop. So, this is fine. Everything that's in here is fine. Just be careful, remember, not everybody is a hardcore player, and some people other people want to sell stuff too, so don't set up a shop where you sell everything, and that wouldn't really be fair to everyone else. Galen's Starlight Lounge, very beautiful place. He's obviously the one doing astral sorcery. He's selling flute powder and flute tokens, which I have started making use of, and it's awesome. Very awesome. Alright, let's head into Jam's base, where I am about to complete a weapon I'm very excited about, and I'm sure many of you already know what I'm up to. So I've got the knife blade mold right there, and I've got 3 blades. I've got the silver blade, because it deals extra damage to undead. I've got the Invar Blade because it deals extra damage to, I think it says non-overworld mobs. So definitely nether mobs. And I'm not sure if that includes like the Ender Dragon. I'm not sure. And then Steel because it just, it does decent damage. And the Sharp ability also gives it extra damage on top of that. And the last one I'm going to make is Elementium, you guys. Yeah. Tinker's Construct is now integrated with Botania. So I can now use these, and actually there's even an alloy you can make with Elementium, Mana Steel, and Terra Steel, which will give you all kinds of bonuses, but I don't have that much Terra Steel. I made enough Terra Steel for my sword, and I've got some Terra Steel in here, which I'm saving up for some armor. The Elementium armor is nice, but I'll give these to Gem. I think the nether quartz goes over here. I'm going to talk about Jam in a sec here. I'm going to talk about this little part of his base right here in a second. Jam's in trouble, you guys. He knows it. Okay, let's make this last knife blade. Now you need quite a lot of ingots for a single knife blade because Noctflame, the creator of the pack, decided that it was just too easy to just be able to make stuff. So he made everything super rare, and then he made it so you need tons of it to make any Tinker's tools or weapons. Which is not my favorite decision, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, but I'm finally at the point where I can actually use that stuff now. So while that hardens, Jar of Jam still has his Thaumcraft set up here. And he was streaming yesterday from the server, and he was doing stuff in this pot and releasing flux into the air and stuff, and I'm like, listen there, sweetie. Seriously, you need to move the Thaumcraft stuff. He's like, oh, be careful. Like, yeah, but you don't understand how it works. So, yeah, hopefully you guys have all seen the little bonus video that I released last week where Jam set some stuff up, not knowing what he was doing, and he left it. This base apparently is in the spawn chunks. So right next to Spawn Town there. So, yeah, he released all kinds of horrors, and it was just by sheer coincidence that I happened to buy this area and I saw what was happening, and we were able to stop it using creative mode tools. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to stop it. And so I said, no more Thaumcraft in spawn or near spawn or in the spawn chunks. Please do whatever dangerous magic you want. Just don't do it where it's always loaded. And if I hadn't caught it in time, basically we would have had to roll back the server to a backup because we would have lost everything here. And he still hasn't moved it, and I'm getting very annoyed with him. I think he thinks I'm being cute. I'm not being cute. Jam, if you're watching this, I know you're going to watch this. Move your Thaumcraft stuff. I will help you. I will set you up a nice place. I even have some ideas for a nice place we can set up for you. Get this. Oh. Get you. That's the Elementium armor. It creates these little pixies if something hits you. Look at that. They move so fast, though. It's tough to hit them with projectiles. Did I get it? I got it. Too bad it's in deep water. I don't get the drops. Anyway, yes, Jam, please, seriously, genuinely, please move the Thaumcraft stuff. Like, what was that? Why did I just get hit? I don't know what that was. Should I be worried, or was it just one of my pixies? Might have been. Okay, so I've got my 4 blades. Guys, I've got my 4 blades. Now, the Elementium one has the Mana trait. And that makes me wonder if I even need this stuff, because apparently this will cause the weapon to use mana instead of durability, at least some of the time. So we're going to use the Tool Forge. And I'm going to select the Shuriken, my very favorite weapon of all time. Now, ideally, steel would be the main component. I don't know if that sets... I need to know, like, what am I going to repair this with? I really hope that it's not going to have me repairing it with Invar, because Invar is the hardest thing to get out of all of these things. Look how pretty. Look at the pink. Look at that. Look at all those things. It's not going to tell me what the repair material is going to be. All right, I'm gonna try to be hopeful, but yeah, here we go. Versus non-overworld +2 versus undead +5. Attack 5.55, which is, it's not as good as a Terrorblade, for example, but I can just spam click this as long as it's not breakable. And it's got all these traits. Okay, I guess Steel Elementium Invar Silver Shuriken. I should name my shurikens. What am I gonna name it? Well, I feel like the obvious name would be something like Sting, but I don't wanna pull like directly like a Lord of the Rings kind of thing. So I'm gonna make it a little bit more accurate. Yes, it has a stinger, and it will sting, but with my rest the way it is, I'm very clumsy. So we're gonna call it Bumblebee. Bumblebee, he's just gonna stumble through the air. But look at all this information. Oh my goodness. There we go. I have made Bumblebee. And it's not gonna tell me what the repair material is. What if I put it here? Will it tell me? Repair? Rechargeable with flowers. So mana can be used in place of durability. So I guess I need to go out and test this. I need to go out and see if this takes durability damage. Like will because it says mana currently enabled. So if I use this, I should be able to find mobs easily because of my third eye. But of course there's no mobs around because it's daytime. What can I, because I don't think it would use up durability if I just shoot it at the ground. I think I need to actually kill something with it, actually damage something. So get over here, by the way. This green fire that's everywhere, I totally did that, you guys. I totally did that with my Mana Blaster. Put a lens on there, flash lens, and it just shoots these little balls of flame, which work like torches. I also have a damage lens that I can put on there, but I figure between the Terrorblade and Bumblebee here, I think I've got it covered. And these can just be broken just like by punching them, so no big deal. It just uses mana to do stuff. Come on, bad guys. Who wants to get shot in the face with a shuriken? Anyone? Anyone? Any volunteers? Looking for one volunteer, please. Any volunteers just standing out here in the darkness? Come on now, it's full-on nighttime. It's time. I'm always a little bit worried coming out in full-on nighttime because, you know, vampires. I don't want to become a vampire. I have been bit by a vampire. Happened once while Jar of Jam and I were in roguelike dungeon. I guess there's no really any point coming over this way, is there? Because it's all lit up. I lit it all up. But yeah, if you get bit by a vampire, you get this virus, and then you have... Here we go. Bad guys. Look at that! Whee! Okay, so it is taking durability damage. It is. So I do still want to make it... it doesn't really do very much damage at all, does it? And I'm not hitting that skeleton. There we go. Alright, kill the skeleton. Yeah, I'm not overwhelmed with how great the weapon is. I remember it used to be... I think they probably nerfed it a bit. I mean, I can understand why. It was pretty insanely amazing to have shurikens before. I also noticed that my shield is going up, so let's take that off. Any other volunteers to help me with my testing? Anyone at all? Okay, so it does repair itself with mana, though. So I won't have to actually repair the shurikens. So that's still something. And it's certainly faster. Certainly faster than the Terrorblade. Alright, here we go. Finally. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble finding mobs today. 1, 2, 3 hits to kill a spider. Could we find another spider? Alright, how about let's try zombies. 1, 2 hits to kill a zombie. 1, 2. Okay, so it is that versus undead bonus is actually worthwhile. 2 hits. I mean, that's pretty good. What's that? Oh, Graves Dust. Okay. Oh, water breathing. Wait, why do I have water breathing? What the heck gave me water breathing? Friends, I have no idea why I have water breathing all of a sudden. I honestly don't. I don't know if somebody has built something around here that will cause that to happen. Certainly that's not from this. No. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, I hate those little swirlies though, I'll tell you what. Do not like the potion swirlies effect. Alright, so cool. So success, I suppose. So this is worth using. And I don't have to make it unbreakable because it's got that mana ability on there, although I may do that anyway. I just saw... It's interesting, this, the glow effect. It only works through walls, I guess. Seems like once I get up where I can see them... Oh no! Strange. Requires more science, I believe. Alright, cool. I'm gonna head back. I'm happy. Alright, so I'm at Jam's base. Let's just take a little nap here. And... You know what? I don't need to be at Jam's base, do I? I need to be at my base. I'm such a dope. I'll tell you what, folks. I'll tell you what, I've been thinking. I think it's time. Let's, do Jam the favor of putting back what he had up here. I think he had the ingot cast up here. I've been trying to keep a secret the location of my base. Now I know at least one person has found it already. Oh, look at how much mana I've lost. Ooh, those shurikens might not be worth it if they're actually sucking up that much. I know that the third eye also takes up some mana. I'm not sure how much. Alright. Need to pay more attention to that and figure out what's doing that and decide if it's worth it. So, I've been trying to keep my base location a secret. I'm trying to keep it a secret, mostly because I have valuable stuff that I don't want people stealing. I know people aren't going to steal it, but you know, it's fun. It's fun to roleplay. But I've decided that I'm going to move my base. I'm going to move because where I am now, it's just a little hole in the ground, really. And I would like to make a much more interesting base. And I'll show you folks what I'm going to make it out of. Prepare yourselves because it's time to go into my base. Oh my gosh, it was right here the whole time. It was right here. How did it... Check that out, you guys. Check this out. This is probably the coolest block. The coolest addition ever. As you can see, it's just a wall. And then when you get closer, it disappears. These are the Diaphanous Blocks. I got some more bushes, by the way. I found some nether quartz bushes, which is cool. The Diaphanous Blocks from Random Things, I think. I think I still have some left. Maybe not. Maybe not. I might not. It's alright. I have the stuff to make more. Boop, boop, boop. So these blocks... there we go. Diaphanous Block from Random Things, yes. Open my crafting table. You need quartz glass, not regular glass, be careful, and then green, red, yellow, and blue. What? Did I not grab the green? I know I have it. There it is. I did not. Ah, clumsiness. Splinted wrist. There we go. Makes 4 Diaphanous blocks, and by default, they are stone textured, but you can combine these with any block. And it doesn't even use up the block. And you can disguise them, and you can put these kind of secret doors everywhere. And then, so that looks like this, right? If you're holding Diaphanous blocks in your hand, by the way, you can see them all the time. So we take that out. So it looks like that, then you get close, and it vanishes, and you can walk through it. And then, if you drop this in the crafting grid again, you can invert it. Oh my god, this is so cool, you guys. So now it's the opposite. Now you can't see it until you get close to it, and then it becomes solid. This is the coolest thing ever. And this is just dying to be made into something awesome. And so what I plan to do, it's going to take a little while, but my plan is I'm going to find a nice location, probably not too far from spawn, but not in spawn. And I'm going to build random berries. No, I'm not going to build random berries, you guys. You can't build random berries. I'm going to build a maze. And the maze, let's go ahead and make these because I've already got all the materials. The maze will be made out of inverted diaphanous blocks. So you don't see the maze until you're on top of it, and you can't see the walls and stuff until you're next to them. So it'll be really difficult to get through this maze, right? And then, oh, well, I don't mind if I do. Thank you very much. Maybe let's make a. Oh no, because I turned the bag into shreds. Sorry. Next time maybe we'll make and open some bags. So in the center of the maze, I'll have my base. Maybe some kind of tower or castle or something. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But as you see my base in the distance, you say, oh, I see a base, I see a base. And then you'll get closer to the base, and then this wall will appear in front of you. And then you have to find the entrance, and you have to find your way through this maze that you can't see the walls of, so you can't map it out very easily. And you have to get to the center to get to my base. And then, of course, I'll have a secret entrance somewhere else with the regular Diaphanous blocks so that I can easily get in and out when I want to. And, of course, I'll put a flue fireplace and stuff like that in there. It's going to be so cool, you guys. It's going to be so awesome. And I'm also thinking of offering to Jar of Jam to build him a tower or something like that for his Thaumcraft stuff so that he doesn't destroy the server with his laziness. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm talking about? Alright, that is definitely going to be it for today. Thank you all so very much for watching. Don't worry, my other seasons, my other series are not dead. I'm just waiting for my wrist to heal enough that I can do stuff like mining and more precision combat and stuff like that. Also, I've got another server coming very soon, very, very soon, which will be open to more than just patrons. So do not miss that one. Keep an eye out, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye!